Okay.
Like a here on my girl.
What were we doing? Going to read books. Still headachy. I'm sorry to hear that. The noises that will be coming in this game will not help, I will unfortunately tell you that.
As you desire.
I'm doing alright.
Of course.
Ooh, piece of candy. The gloves of diligence. Where's that Herberthon? Looks like it. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah bitty blah bitty blah bitty blah boo blob. Okay, let's turn in a quest. And cry.
The Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors.
News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes that will offend the ancient pharaoh.
Radical changes aren't the worst thing, except for the fact that Balin is an absolute piece of crap. Absolutely terrible human being. Can I come in here now?
As you desire.
No.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Please, come to our first service. No, thank you, sir. I have no religious leanings, and I don't plan on changing that. Ever. Strong doggo! What's sad is I actually found a mod for the dogs. Unfortunately, it requires a new save for it to actually take effect. No. That is all. Alright. We're gonna side.
Lord
The
Paramount
Paramount.
is the voice of tradition.
Hello, how
and
you doing, Amon?
stability.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have a treaty obliging Orzammar to aid against the blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deschers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I will enter the proving and see why the others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Oh, perhaps. What do you mean, perhaps? I'm gonna beat your ass, boy.
It'll be 2 years tomorrow.
That's Algren.
By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do, that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
Who's
I'll
barely
kill
off the
Lift a weapon
tee?
Or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
This is what he says.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Let's go inside, old man.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns.
10 gold
Or
sovereigns.
I can't say what might happen.
Did you say Jarvia is running
And what
the
the
Carta?
sod do you know about? Hey, you're the Duster, the one who acts Barat. Jarvia's been looking for you, and I bet she'd rather deal with you herself. Enjoy your last night alive, Duster.
Duster. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with Jarvia later.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
Jarvia runs the Carta? Know anything about that?
She's a monster, plain and simple. The Carta used to prey only on their own kind, but since Jarvia stepped in, they even dare the upper city. Whoever takes the throne had better root out the whole nest of them. That Carta's worse than a pack of cave rats.
What do you know about
A
Hakata?
band of castless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Check your eyes before I black them. Castles saved you.
I suppose there are a few decent souls born in the lot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
What if I wanted to buy from you, good sir?
Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss? I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
I like how he's still terrified of us, but, you know, whatever. Anything I actually care about in here? No. Well, this is a gift for a certain person, but we're fine. Okay. I'm going to Tapsters to see if Ogren's there now. He wasn't there earlier. And we can get a lot of background from good old drunken Ogren. Ogren. Doolin. Oh! Look at this baby mouse rat pig. I don't even know how to describe what that is.
What do you want?
What do you?
I know who you are. That castless whelp who ran off to become a warden. People are saying how you've thrown yourself on Harrowmont's wagon train. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
Should I know you or this Branka?
Branka's a paragon. Only one smart enough to be raised in the last 4 generations. She's a smith. Invented some kind of new coal that burns clean. It's been 2 years since she disappeared down the deep roads, and your boss never gave her a thought. I wonder, what does he think he can get from her now? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He looking to take it for himself? A little lost technology of the ancients to throw Balin right out of the picture?
What are you talking about? What technology?
You are looking for it. Course, that's all anyone cares about. Well, sod off and sod your mother too. I need a bleeding drink. You keep on your errands. Until your boss really commits to looking, you're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren.
Old Ogren.
Sod off, Duster.
Interesting. I am, of course, choosing Harrowmont because he is not a dick who murders people. He's just an old fogey, though.
So, you know that I'm a Templar, right?
I believe what I heard was that you were not, in fact, a Templar. You were trained as one before you became a Grey Warden.
That's right, but I still have all the abilities of one, of course. That doesn't make you nervous.
Should it? I am no apostate. Perhaps you should be directing this question at Morrigan.
She claims not to be afraid of me, or anything, really. But you've had more experience with the Templars than her. I know how mages can sometimes...
The Templars serve a function, and a necessary one. If what has happened at the tower proves anything, it is that we mages can be dangerous, even to ourselves.
That's one way of looking at it.
And regardless, you seem like a decent enough young man. If you decide to slaughter me out of hand, I'm sure you would at least inform me first, no?
Oh, sure. Count on it.
As I'm about to ram this blade into you, I will say, I'm gonna murder you. Wahoo! There's just all this in-game dialogue that you're gonna miss because it depends on who you have in your party, when in your party, depending on certain events. And then you have to actually stop and listen to them. Isn't that absolutely crazy?
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the 1-season record.
I guess you've watched a lot of
Better
provings
believe I
then.
saw your victory last year. Nice one. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roostin Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
Have you ever fought in one?
Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
I'm a miner. What are the rules?
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
Ah, isn't that nice?
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
I'm telling you, don't.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
I've never seen you before in my life.
Nor I you, but it's pretty obvious who you're working for.
I'm championing Harriman, is that what you mean?
You're working for Harriman? Look, best of luck to you, but I really need to leave.
Did someone make you drop out of the
I left
proving?
the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
But if you tell me what's happening, I could
Look,
help
it's
you.
just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
And now Balin's found out.
I thought we were discreet, but she's married to a Desher's heir. He'd kill me if he knew. So I have to slink out of here like some worthless brand for fear Balin will tell the whole city.
What evidence does Balin have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
Did he threaten you himself?
No. One of his fighters, a woman named Miyaja. She's the one who tried to expose me.
Would you fight again if you have a secret of safe?
There's no way to guarantee that. I appreciate the thought, but they really have me over a shaft here.
I can get those letters back.
You do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. If you can make sure that evidence doesn't get out, I'd be happy to fight in the Proving. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Okay. Got it. Okie dokie, Mr. Art. That's not the door. Mr. Art the Jockey. Oh, that Miyaja lady is who we need. Oh, hello, Mr. Chicken Nugget. Rich have sent you.
Allow me.
Nope.
I could do that for
Nope.
you.
No. Okay. Tee.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
Guards, remove this intruder.
What a dick.
This area is off limits. Combatants only.
Oh, okay.
You want to talk? Enter the Proving. I speak with my blades.
I speak with my blades. Well, I've heard those things have quite the sharp tongue.
The Proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything.
I have your letters right here.
Where did you get those? No. I don't want to know. Just
No.
thank you. I can't say what it means to know my Revelka is safe.
I can never turn away a man
I will be glad to fight for Harrowmont in the Provings. Thank you again, friend.
Thank you again, friend. Uh-huh. Greetings, I'm Malur.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
Oh! What are the Silent Sisters?
They're an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her honor.
That's a bit intense. Who are you?
I am Ferindin. I serve as Hana-shan's trainer and translator. As a silent sister, Hana-shan cut out her tongue like the ancient paragon Astith the Grey. As you might imagine, she requires my services for more mundane tasks.
Whose side are you two on?
The Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
I'm on my own side.
Then you have lost. Even in the ring, every man and woman brings an army if people support them. But she who fights without cause is only training.
Really? Well, you're about to lose to somebody who's training then.
You looking at something?
You.
Get out of here!
Okay.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
What are you doing here? They've kept all castless off the ground since that Grey Warden fiasco.
Got your head in the sand. I am that warden.
Oh. Well, if the ancestors smiled on you, who am I to say they were wrong? Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Dolan Ferender asked me to talk to you.
I bet he did. That man thinks nothing is beneath him. Well, you could just tell him I had my reasons. It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harrowmont's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes.
That's ridiculous. Harrowmont isn't conceding.
Oh? And where did you hear this? That's more reliable than a member of the Assembly.
Dolan, and I'm rallying honorable fighters for Harrowmont.
I suppose there's nothing his lordship would do without consulting Dolan. He's always been his top man. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll...
Get back in the proving and knock some heads.
Maybe I will at that.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I needed to do. Make these idiots see the truth that they were lied to. Alright.
Aha, you're back. Did you wish to fight in the proving today?
I did. I'd like to fight as Lord Harrowmont's champion.
Being a warden isn't good enough. Now you have to worm your way into the highest ranks of society. Never mind. It's your right, I suppose. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
You may call me Malir.
I don't know if that's such a good idea. I'll just call you Grey Warden then, and avoid us both some embarrassment. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Ready and eager.
That's what I like to hear. I will warn you, though. This is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor. Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
What are you waiting for? I want to fight.
Go down to the ring, then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Sewern of the warrior caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Heramont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Iduken and our future King Balin.
You wanted me with this fight.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Yar.
And so I shall. The winner is the Grey Warden!
Easy.
That was an exciting start, Warden. Sewern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent. Let us go.
Excellent.
This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Heramont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the warrior caste twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Lukjan.
Miaja.
Stone honor you.
When you fall.
Ancestors guide my
First
arm.
warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
But wait, there are two warriors on this side.
Oh, I see.
All right. Victory will be ours! This battle belongs to us! Let's get them done!
Stab.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Easy. Make it a challenge.
That was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin.
Honor!
Heramont's champion has held the field so far. But how will he do against one of the legendary Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Good luck to
First
you.
warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
There's no need to be impolite to someone who's about to get their ass kicked, right?
And so I shall. Delighted. The winner is the Grey Warden! Heramont will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes
Lashes
of the
of
Paragons
glory,
of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiatchet fought as King Bloodlick II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojciech Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojciech Ivo and Valans.
Basil.
You honor me.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Easy.
The winner is the Grey Warden.
Easy.
Wojciech Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Haremont picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yup.
Excellent. Let us go.
Excellent.
This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Piotr Idukan has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Haremont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition's summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Idukan.
Basil, Gwydin joined me for this
You
triumph.
honor me.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Like to say it's like, you will each have a team of 4 for this fight. We don't get a team of 4. We get these idiots.
For my mother! I fight for Haremont! Come on! Cheer for Guido!
Come here, henchman. Easy.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
The Grey Warden!
Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Haremont.
Our sister's gonna be very upset. It was an honor.
Through this day, we affirm the friendship between our city and your order.
City! Nice.
You showed them. The ancestors are smiling on Lord Harrowmont today.
When my arm heals, you watch out, Duster.
Not bad for a surfacer.
Not bad.
Ancestors watch over your path.
Thank you. Beep bop boop beep.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations and well fought. My cousin was wise to choose you.
I can't believe it! The ancestors came out of the sodding ground to kiss your feet, Duster.
What do you mean? I want it fair and square.
So, tell me, you have any children, grandchildren, I don't know, great-grandchildren?
Great-grandchildren.
What would make you think I have any children at all? You have to know I've spent most of my life in the circle
Children,
of nature.
grandchildren,
You
great-grandchildren,
just seem like the grandmotherly type to me, I don't know.
I suppose I'll take that as a comment on my demeanor and not my age.
Mages aren't forbidden to marry or anything, are they? It's not such an outlandish question.
Isn't it? What sort of man would marry a mage, do you think?
Well, how about another mage? There are just as many men as there are women within the circle, as I recall.
That sort of union is not encouraged. Although that does not stop us from seeking out each other's company from time to time.
Alright. Suddenly you don't seem quite so grandmotherly to me anymore.
Good. I would hope not.
You don't seem so grandmotherly anymore.
You're the a trust Vala, my
You're
name,
the tipsters, we have to go talk to our friend.
Atrosvala, champion. I hear your performance in the proving was nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Baisel and Guidon back into the fight. His lordship was touched to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now.
Excellent.
His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
Oh, good.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyrell Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne.
Why would Endrin prefer you over his own son?
You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago.
So much.
His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look. Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions. But he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power.
Balin's men say you planted those suspicions.
Balin resents me because I did not believe his setup. I wanted a full investigation, a trial, not this knee-jerk reaction. It speaks poorly of Balin that Endrin himself was the first to think that he should not be trusted.
You believe you'd be a better king?
I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the Assembly. Harrowmont has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up, and I will not back down when Orzammar needs me.
The Assembly has more power than the king.
The Assembly represents the voices of the wisest, most noble families.
Or the richest.
While we need a single king to preside over important functions and lead us in battle, the Assembly better represents all in Orzammar.
All I want is your support against the Blight.
For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a Blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs?
You could say we have some history.
You would know better than I the many ways the castless hide from authorities in Dust Town. I hoped you might still have old contacts who could help dig out Jarvia.
My sister is Balin's concubine. If you become king...
Your sister, I see. This is new to me. What happens to her is more House Iduken's concern than my own. But I promise no harm will come to her by my doing.
Hey! Alright, I'll deal with Jarvia.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends you.
But of course, there's more to be done.
Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
No matter who you choose, Harrowmont or Balin, this is where the diverging things split. So this actually has two things for you to choose. Obviously, you know about the, well, maybe you don't obviously know, but,
Grey Wardens present in Orzammar.
we could choose between Balin and Harrowmont, which really just changes, like, quote, history of the dwarves, which, I'll be honest, hasn't come back into play whatsoever for this game. That's all.
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont, proven to be working with Surfacer.
But also, there's still another choice to be made at the end of this. And that choice determines the type of troops that show up. Like I told you with the elves versus the, werewolves, and then the mages versus the Templars. There's a dwarf or something else. And that'll be at the very end of the mission as per... Well, I guess you can't say as per all of them, because you could choose
Orzammar questions Lord Harrowmont's ability to win the
maybe,
throne.
I don't know. Either way.
Lord Balin swears revenge on Grey Wardens. He is like a mad surfacer dog, say insiders.
Frickin' news people spouting bullshit. Oh, this is gonna be a bloody hell. I think that... Perfect. Now you... one in combat magic. Now, all of a sudden, Wynn actually has the highest strength. Oh, Jesus. Do I give her the Juggernaut set? I could give her the Diligence set. I could give her the Kalen set. I mean, Juggernaut set is much bigger. I find it ridiculous. Wynn, our healer, is now a fucking warrior. Let's go. By the way, no matter who you choose, you're gonna fight fanatics too. I thought something seemed wrong.
Of course.
We're missing our puppo. Much better. Now, I didn't have to go with this for Wynn. Like, I could still give her, you know, her staff back instead of the sword and just utilize the fact that she can have armor and shit, but meh.
Let me guess. This is where the poor people live.
Yes, good job. That was a little insensitive. Thank you very much. I grew up here. This is where the poor people live.
The rich one will get plenty for that thing.
It's like you can't just go up there and say that.
Scene of carnage I've yet to see.
I know he did.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Malir, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know. They make these
Human
ridiculous
kings.
laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
50's a bit much when you've got no options. 40.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
I'll be hiding very, very far from here, like around that corner. Look, I'm tired, okay?
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Let's see your wares.
Of course.
Nope.
You're back. You got more business for me?
What do you know about Jarvia?
Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions.
Why is everyone so scared of
Her
Jarvia?
base goes everywhere in Orzammar. You cross her or even talk bad, your bones end up in the lava.
Would you know more if the question came with silver?
Could be. If 30 silver came my way, I might know a bit.
Talk.
Only Jarvia's men knew all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof, gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now, you want to buy something, or are we done?
That's all.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought, man.
That's your desire.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Well, well, well. The Brand Warden comes home. What do you think you'll find down here? Open arms?
Open arms?
Looking for the thief who did steal from the shipper.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Okay. Unfortunate for you.
Done.
I stabbed his head open.
Well, chew me up and swallow me whole. I never thought I'd see you back here. What happened, Duster? You miss getting spit on?
Lask, it's great to see you.
Don't you sound all proper and fancy like. Is that to match the new steel? So what are you doing here? Not crawling back to die in the deep roads yet, right?
I was hoping to catch up with you.
Well, I'm glad I caught you first, Duster, because I've been keeping out of sight since you took off.
So you're not in the Carta anymore?
Stone, no. You think Jarvia'd give me a hug and a kiss for taking down her lover? We even talked about taking over when he was gone. You think she can't smell that? So, seriously, Duster, why are you here?
Do you know what happened to the Carter after I left?
Jarvia didn't waste a day. Apparently killing all possible competitors was her way of mourning. She made some kind of deal with Barat's family topside, claimed to be his wife, kept the whole lyrium trade flowing. But Endron's death really opened new ground. All of a sudden, guardsmen were all busy in the Diamond Quarter. Jarvia moved right in.
Where could I find her?
Bad idea, my friend. You know she and Barat were lovers. She still blames us for his death. I've been staying out of sight since you left, but I'm sure she's heard you're back in town. What do you want her for?
Lord Harrowmont wants me to clean up.
So, now you're doing Harrowmont's dirty work. Is that part of your duties as a warden?
If I get to kill Jarvia, I don't care who asks
I
it.
hear you, Selraka. Look, she'd kill me if she knew I know this. But after Balin took Rika up city, the Carta laid claim to your old home. They put a back entrance in. It just goes to some storage tunnels, but there's probably a way into Barat's old estate from there. Now I better get out of here before anyone sees us together, but tell me how it turns out.
Thanks, Lesk. Hey.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
Nadezhda?
Well, I'll be a drunken nug. You're Rika's little brother. You used to work for Barat before you jaunted off to be a Grey Warden. What in the dust are you doing here?
I heard the card has expanded since I
Jarvia's
left.
been real shrewd. Some of the men thought Barat made a bad choice in her, but they're all feeding the lava. She killed a few of Barat's relatives topside, got them in line, and the goods have been fast and steady since.
Did you used to run for Barat too?
Aye, I did some soldiering for Barat, until some new commissioned guardsmen decided to teach some brands a lesson. Broke both my knees, then made me kneel in dung for an hour until I passed out from the pain. Never mended right. Barat tossed me on the street since I had no more use. Pretty much how my mam told me I'd end up.
Mine too.
Ah, and look what happened to you. Shows what mothers know.
Do you know where I can
Won't
find
be
Jarvia?
easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Where do I find one?
Can't help you there, Selraka. The Carta members keep them real tight.
Selraka.
But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little.
Yeah, here's 5.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Heck yeah. I thought I was gonna give her 5 Liliana, I understand you think you're like some prophet, but don't you think hovering is a little much?
Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Why doesn't your son's father help you?
Question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
That's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Maybe you could go to the Chantry to help children in
I
need.
heard as much. There was a man speaking on the street, talking about the human religion. He called himself a cleric. Said he could help me.
The Chantry believes every soul is worth saving.
Do you? Perhaps you could talk to him. I wouldn't know what to say.
I wouldn't
I
know
know
what to
nothing of
say.
this Chantry.
I will ask if he can take the child.
If he can help, my gratitude would be unending.
Whoa. Anyway. This was our old house that has been taken over.
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations.
And make it double.
You found it.
Thank you. Which was the leader? Okay, you're the asshole who needs to die first.
It is
Don't
done.
kill me!
That's a lot.
Sorry, ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface?
Sorry, ancestors.
You fight like a bleeding archdemon. I was just doing what Lesky asked. Said Jarvia gave the word to make sure you never left.
Lesk's working for Jarvia.
Told us he'd get you here. All we had to do was take you out. You don't disobey Lesky, you know. He's Jarvia's top man.
I can't believe it. Where is he?
At the base, I guess. With Jarvia. That's where he usually is.
How do I get there?
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Will you let me go now?
Yes, and you won't want to be at Jarvia's when I get there.
Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
Doom, doom.
All is well?
Come, let's have a move on.
Bo, 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 bo-da-dum, bo-da-dum, boom. Let's turn in a couple of quests for money, experience, sell a couple of things, or jump into a base. Where's Brother Berkel?
I trust Vala, my nut-wrangling friend.
Let's see. Oh. Silly me. Well, we'll go there in a minute. Ugh. Da, 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 da.
Win?
Yes, Alistair?
My shirt has a hole in it.
I see. And?
can you mend it when we get back to camp?
Can you
Can't you mend your own clothes? Why do I have to do it?
Sometimes I pick up too much fabric and it ends up all puckered and the entire garment hangs wrong afterward. And you're, you know, grandmotherly. Grandmothers do that sort of thing, don't they? Darning socks and whatnot.
Grandmothers
you don't want me to
do
have
that.
Bright darkspawn in a shirt with a hole, do you? It might get bigger. I might catch cold.
Oh, all right. I'll mend your shirt the next time we set up camp.
Oh, and while you're at it, the elbows kind of need patching too.
Careful, young man. Or puckered garments may be the least of your problems.
Bickering with your grandmother.
You heard about the revolt in Oswin?
Got put down by the Regent, I heard.
You like anything like that?
Well, I wouldn't talk about it too loudly. Look, someone's listening.
All right.
All right. Now where in God's name are we gonna find someone named Godwin? Oh, hi Dagna.
This circle is amazing. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Yep. Where's the cat? Just in time for the loading screen to not be done. Oh, Godwin, I need a return in my investment.
The tower was here long before the circle. It was always unlikely that we were the first to bring magic to its halls.
That is an interesting fact. Thank you, Win. Ah, found Godwin.
Ah, hello again. Would you like me to tell you again how wonderful you are? Or maybe you'd just like to talk a little?
Your name is Godwin. I met a dwarf who mentioned you.
Rogek? He's a personal friend, and sometimes we, you know, correspond. Did he, have anything for me?
Yeah, lyrium. But I bought it, so you're dealing with me.
Yes, yes. I'll take it off your hands right now. What about 50 sovereigns? That's a good price, no?
It wasn't easy getting it here. 75.
Look, I have 65 sovereigns and this dagger I stumbled upon in the tower. Will that do?
Ooh, very nice. Here you go.
Done and done. You have your gold, and I have my lyrium. Everyone's happy. Out of curiosity, do you know why this lyrium took so long to get here?
There's trouble in Orzammar and they're keeping people out.
Dwarves and their politics. Always causing trouble. How is the situation now?
I think the unrest will continue.
Ah, I see. Well, I just wanted to know if I should expect another late delivery.
Why do you need all this lyrium?
Well, mages need lyrium for spells and things. Nothing you'd know about.
But I am curious. And I saved
I
you.
suppose you did at that. Well, yes, but you see, the Templars use lyrium too. They cannot manipulate natural energies like mages can, but they need to be able to fight us. The big problem with lyrium is that it has diminishing returns, and the Templars become dependent on it.
He's doping them.
You're taking advantage of the Templars, encouraging them. And for money, you despicable, profiteering crook!
If it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it.
How do you keep this operation hidden?
Those that know what I do have good reason not to get me in trouble.
Share.
You're blackmailing me? Fine, take this. It's all I have on me at the moment. Now just leave me alone, please.
Okay. Very kind.
This just isn't my day.
Nope. How's my money looking? Oh, very nice. Very nice. Oh, Gregor! Hi, Colin.
I'm glad I'm still alive, but the Circle's future still remains to be seen.
Oh God, Colin, you're gonna be a problem in the second game too. It's like, oh, behave.
You know, of all the mages I've met, you have to be the first one I can honestly say I've really liked.
Why, thank you, Alistair. I am quite touched. I like you too, Alistair. I imagine my son would have grown up to be someone like you.
Your son? I thought you said you were never married.
That's true. I never have been.
Oh. Then this wasn't before you joined the Circle?
I joined the Circle at the age of 9. So, no. Do you still like me?
Yes. Why wouldn't I?
Good. It appears you got away from the Chantry just in time.
You really killed all those abominations. I'm sure you need supplies after that.
My men have scouted the... You are very thorough. I'm impressed.
Do you know about Templars buying smuggled lyrium?
Where did you hear about this? I was not aware.
Mage called Godwin told me.
Godwin? Yes, I know of Godwin. He intended to sell this lyrium to the Templars. Lyrium is dangerous. The Templars are only to use it at the command of the Chantry. I will seek out this Godwin and learn more about this. Well, I could hardly get a straight answer out of that man, what with all his begging and sniveling. But he has told me all about his lyrium smuggling racket. I must have been blind to not have noticed it. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
What will you do about this problem?
I shall have to find out which of my Templars has been purchasing this smuggled lyrium, of course. And then, we will help them recover.
I hope I helped a little.
I will definitely investigate this lyrium smuggling racket further. I will question my men as soon as I can spare
He has
the
lovely
time.
grey eyes.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Uh-huh. Tee.
Of course.
Of course. Okay, do we have any gifts? The search for the true prophet probably would go to Liliana. No. Interesting. Oh, it is for Win.
Oh, marvelous.
Not that it matters, she's already at max. If I were a book in my here you are. Bodon
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat?
Heard any
The dark
rumors?
spawn of a tight loathering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors.
Maybe.
I'm not holding out hope myself.
I know.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Take it for what it is.
I'm sure you'll be pleased.
I'm sure I will as well. I can go. I can go. That is Sten's. Weird that that didn't just immediately go into Sten's inventory. I will have to go put that on Sten shortly. I meant to look at what I could buy.
You and your friends are formidable.
You and your friends are formidable folk. Thank you.
We will make good use of what you have brought us, Wood.
I would hope so. All three things. Anyway, time to go beat up a bunch of dusters.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Welcome to what will soon be Orzammar's first chantry. The chant of light will reach all corners of the world. We will never forget who made this possible.
I met a woman who needs your help.
The chantry never turns away a soul in need. How can I help?
Will you take her castless son as a ward?
So many suffer as long as people deny that all are equal in the Maker's eyes. Tell this woman that the chantry will raise her child without questions. Whatever her reasons for giving him up, she can know he'll always have a place with us.
Okay.
Of course. Delighted.
Delighted.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. You make it to the tower yet? Excellent. I must say I wasn't sure I'd see you back here. Now, that was 10 sovereigns we agreed to, right?
No, it was funny.
Right. Just testing. If you weren't paying attention, I know you didn't need the coin, right?
Just destroyed his smuggling operation.
You're back.
And got paid.
I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
He will care for you.
I never thought anyone in Orzammar could care for the fate of a castless child. I will go at once. If there's something he can do for my son, I will count your name higher than the ancestors.
Man, we're so good.
And so I shall.
The door appears to be made of solid stone. There are no visible means of opening it. On closer inspection, there's a small slot concealed in the fold of a stone just big enough for a finger. Put the finger bone token in the slot. Heh heh. Heh heh heh. Got him.
What's the password?
Jarvia sucks lizard eggs.
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Looks like you're gonna die. Doorman, boy!
Very well.
Easy. Now, for guys who talk big, they sure do little damage.
Looks like we got a murder base.
Drop right ahead.
It's so precious.
Alright, back on its ends then. Here comes trouble!
Jammer's stash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is an obnoxious quest if you don't actually pay attention to, like, what it talks about. Take the cheapest item in each of Jammer, Kanky, and Peek's common chests to access the stash box. Take only the cheapest or risk grievous harm.
Of course. And so I shall. They're all so eager to die.
Just die already!
Alright, battle it is then!
That's some glory!
Is that all you got?
Are we in a hurry?
Nope. Let's see.
Slighted.
They can preserve us.
I should like to Right then.
Let's get some blood.
Alright, battle it is then.
Tell me.
Just die already!
Make her preserve us.
Well,
Done. Right away.
Yes.
Let's see. That's the way to go.
And so I shall.
force our hands. Let's end this. We have done well.
Ask away. As you like.
I think we work well together.
Delighted.
Ba-ba-bum.
Of course.
Trap right ahead.
I mean, there's 100% a trap right here. Liliana. Really? Okay. Game's like, nah. Not trap.
Trap right ahead. Yes, my friend? I shall.
And so I shall.
I never liked this part.
Right.
Defend yourself.
Now we go into the...
Aw, I was hoping to lock him in there.
Let us end this.
Oof. What's the point of the jail? Less isn't here. It's metal links. Ah. I see, I see. Hey, we like snazzy.
Is that all you've got?
Decapitated.
Delighted. All right.
Right ahead. You forced our hand. Come and get it.
Oh, the traps are back there. Somehow, my entire party avoided all three of these traps. Don't ask me how. It just sort of happened.
All right.
All right. Any traps? No?
Delighted.
Okay.
Here comes trouble.
I should like a
I try to be merciful.
Let's have at it! All right.
All right.
Delighted.
Just want the garnet.
like desire.
I'm trying to be merciful.
Desire.
Okay, now.
These are deep stalkers. Ew. They're smiling. Oh. They're always so happy to see you.
I shall.
Come, let's have a move on.
Allow me. I could do that for you. As you like.
What now? And so I shall. All right.
Push them back!
Are we in a
All
hurry?
that for a fancy fucking base. No, I'm saving the game. You don't save the game. I save the game.
If it isn't our little runaway, come back to finish the job.
How could you do this, Lesk?
What was I supposed to do? You were gone and Jarvia's pulling the strings. Not all of us got your opportunities.
I never would have betrayed you.
You got too much sun on the brain. You forgot what it's like. When Barat died, Jarvia came out on top. She's got the swords, she's got the coin, and she's got the bed where I sleep. If you were here, you'd have done the same.
No. How could you trust her after what
You
Barat
messed
did
with
to
his
us?
plan. He lost thousands of sovereigns because of us. What else could he do?
I know you couldn't really turn on me.
No. We'll see who holds the leash here. Lesky, kill him.
Okay.
Sometimes. I'll try to be merciful.
Well,
To me, I need help. Be careful. I'll try to be merciful.
I supply the truth. What we go together.
We force our hand.
You could have just given up, you know.
I knew that was there too.
Shall we go?
Well, oh well. Oh, Lesky.
Of course.
Lesky does not die.
All right.
If you are not of dwarven, well, if you chose like any of the other paths other than like dwarf, God damn it, Leliana, why did you see the trap? Yeah. Basically, Lesky only dies if he was with you at the beginning of the game. It's literally a trap right here, Leliana. You think about that while I go let Crocus in. Well. That's what you get. Exactly.
Allow me. I could do that for you. As you like.
The wall.
God! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you...
Where
did you come from? You made a hole in my wall!
That hole leads to a tunnel in the Carter's hideout.
It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia.
You didn't know about this?
No! I don't have anything to do with them. They're criminals.
They're criminals.
When they built this part of the city, they must have built over some tunnels. I swear I had no idea. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.
That's okay, I already killed Jarvia. Janar.
You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
He's so calm. He's so angry. Oh, I would like to sell things. Oh, well. Welcome, good kinds. I would love to do business with you. They're all the same. It's always an issue until all of a sudden, oh, you're you know? Nope. I changed my mind. I will take the massive armor back. All right. All right, now we have to go into the proving. To go get the book that the man stole.
So you mentioned you had a son. What happened to him?
I honestly don't know, Alistair. He was taken from me. Such births are seldom, as there are ways to prevent it, but it does happen. And any child born to a Circle Mage belongs to the Chantry.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It was a long time ago. A very long time ago.
Couldn't you do something about it?
Do what? I was weak from the birthing process, and there were... No, there was nothing I could do.
Do you think about it?
All the time.
All the time.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
Yes, quite.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
She can certainly try.
That is some consolation, at least. Just remember to be wary. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
I can handle them both.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
You're making things sound more dire than they are.
Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything.
I accidentally talked to her.
I want you to be aware of this.
I will consider what you have
I am
said.
just trying to minimize the suffering that may come to either of you. I have given my advice.
Yep.
Let's have at it!
Make her be praised!
Nice. Well, that was easy, is what they say.
It must be a wonderful thing to be able to weave spells.
Wonderful. To you, perhaps. Most do not feel the same way.
Oh, what do they know? They're just jealous.
Hey, what do they
Gives you
know?
magic. You must use it. You do it so effortlessly. It's like breathing for you. I wish I had such talent.
But you do. You have your music, your dances. You are more graceful than anyone I've ever met. I think that perhaps the Maker gives us all magic, but of different sorts.
I never thought of it that way. I suppose we all have our little gifts. Back in All A, I knew a noble lady who was like most of the other noble ladies, fair of face and slow of wit. Anyway, Katerina had the most uncanny ability to tie knots in the stems of cherries using only her tongue. It was very impressive. The men especially loved watching her.
Yes, that's exactly the sort of maker-given magic I was talking about.
Yep. Exactly the kind. Tying knots into a cherry stem with only your tongue. I have a feeling the game's gonna crash. So.
Rumors of Grey Warden mass recruitment of castless circulating the commons. Is Lord Harriman getting rid of the unwanted?
Ah, more fanatics.
The Warden has destroyed Harriman. Attack for Balin. Okay, going now. I should like the truth.
It's funny, I can remember how the gameplay of 2 goes, and the gameplay of 1 goes, obviously, because we're playing 1. I cannot for the life of me remember how the gameplay of Inquisition goes. I mean, as everybody knows, nobody expects the Dragon Age Inquisition. Yeah, I think it's gonna crash soon, guys.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
I think the reason it's a dark time is because your ground hasn't loaded in. That might be a slight reason why it's a dark. Anytime the game starts having trouble loading chunks or the loading screen starts breaking, the game starts getting ready to crash. It should be the palace. Yep.
Grey Wardens endorse paralyzing Orzamar's military.
Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and get ahead of this and reload the game before it crashes on its own. So just pop, boot up, bop, bop, bow. Give it a couple seconds and hit the reload button. Do 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 boo.
News of the hour. Lord Harrow.
I heard the news. Jarvia and Akata are dead. I suppose it was unrealistic to expect them to surrender.
I offered them mercy, but they chose to fight.
Would that some of the noble caste had such loyalty. I have no desire to go back on my word. But when Balin heard the news about Jarvia, he raised the stakes. He is forcing a vote in the next 2 days. By law, that prevents the Assembly from hearing any other pleas. To help with your troops, I will require your assistance one last time. Do you know anything of the Paragon Braga?
The Assembly raised her to Paragon for inventing a new fuel.
Yes, a smokeless fuel that made underground forges safer than they've ever been. 2 years ago, she took her entire house into the deep roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets.
No one's heard from her since. Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the Assembly would be honor-bound to accept her wishes.
Are you sure Bronca would support you as king?
It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. But one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Bronca hated Darkspawn with a passion. She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty.
What if she's dead?
Her entire house went with her. It would take a lot to kill so many. If not, bringing proof of her death, or a body to return to the stone, would still show that as an ancestor, it was my hand she guided to her remains.
Okay, well, if it gets you to the throne, I will find Bronca.
My men traced Bronca's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Caridin's Cross. It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there. Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank you again, and may the ancestors guide your steps.
Uh-huh.
All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Harrowmont. Be not afraid.
There you are. I thought I'd spoken to a Grey Warden, but for some reason I chalked it up to the drink. I know you're down here to look for Bronca, and I need to ask a favor.
You're Ogren, right?
You remembered. I'm
sodden
touched. I guess now that Sir Upright and Honest thinks my Bronca's still alive, you're not so quick to say I'm crazy, huh? But they haven't found Bronca herself. And that means whatever they've got, it's not enough if you don't know what she was looking for. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Bronca. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Sounds like we have a deal.
You should know that Bronca was looking for the Anvil of the Void. The secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caridin built it. And with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Taig. Bronca planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caridin's Cross. No one's seen that Taig for 500 years.
Harrowmont, give me a map. I can get to Caridin's Cross.
Why? We were sodding married until she left me and took our whole house into the deep roads on her mad quest for the anvil. It was a stupid move. If I'd been with her, she'd have made it back years ago. But I forgive her.
Oh, I hit 3, not 2.
If Harrowmont tracked it down, it's only because he's got whole teams of loyal soldiers who can do the searching for him. If we're going, let's get moving. Bronca's not gonna sodding find herself.
Bronca's not gonna sod and find herself.
Alright. Well, Alistair, it was real fun having you around. But Ogren's joining the team. Okay. Alright, and now we have to butter him up. That's right. All the alcohol we've got here is all for this guy.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift. That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed.
Go.
Be careful out there.
Hi, Cal. We'll go there soon. We're gonna go to the Dukenteig first. Oh, cool! My game crashed.
I know you're down here to look. If we pool our knowledge, we... All she knew was that...
Lost it.
Much faster when you already know the dialogue choices. Here's a good question. What is considered too small for claustrophobia? Would a cave that's, you know, dozens of feet high above you and like, you know, 2 or 3 dozen, you know, width be considered too small? Or would it be require like more or less? Because like, we live in houses. No problem. And most people aren't claustrophobic from that, you know? I mean, I was more speaking just like aloud and everything, so... We'll go there in a second.
A finer scene of carnage I've yet to see. As you desire.
Wait. I don't know. Where are those traps that were detected? Liliana, you literally said traps detected.
It's done.
Where the heck are they? Ugh, woman.
Yes?
So one thing to note when you're down here doing the Deep Roads shit for Dragon Age Origins is that every time you go and explore a Tig and then you go back to the main screen, highly recommend. Ew, bag of limbs, wonderful. You go back to camp and sell because you will get a lot of items down here and you will over encumber yourself. You.
All right. Delighted.
Ask away.
As you desire. Goodness. Jesus. It's so hard to find the... Well, I guess it depends on how you view it. For me, the correct way, which is... Well, the wrong way to go. Like, I want to explore everything fully. Get all the items, all the shinies, all the loot, the quests. I don't want to find the right path through the area. Because if I end up going the, quote, wrong direction, which is, I guess, for normal people, the right direction, I have to just do extra, you know, go back skis. I don't want to go back skis. So why do we got Ogren instead of Alistair? Alistair's a decent individual, but he's a sword and shield bro. We need somebody who can swing something What shall we do here?
all around.
All right.
He is the man with a plan. He will rip and tear.
Now we go into battle.
the exact kind of individual we want right now. There'll be more reasons as well later.
All is well?
Also, I like Ogren. He's a funny dude.
And so I shall.
And fine. Don't let me down any of those steps. Game. See what I care.
Delighted.
Da, 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 da. Ooh, fractured stone. Arrgh.
All right.
Thanks, Augie.
As you desire.
Okay, now we'll explore over here. Ah. Couldn't even go any further over there. So then what we need to do is... I freaking hate that I can't. Alright. Yeah, we go this way now. Do boom boom boom. It's the wrong way. If you get some items that you'll absolutely never use, but will enjoy collecting nonetheless. Absolutely! Do you not see all the crap that I just get to sell? I must collect everything. All your items will belong to me. I don't even use 90% of the items in this game. Because I'll be honest, this is not the kind of game I thrive on. I love the story. I would love a version of this game if it would be like remastered in a different style. I would play the crap out of that. But like, you know, like I could use bombs to increase the correct defense depending on the enemy. It's like every time combat stops, we get a game freeze for us to figure out what we want to do. I could actually utilize the tactic system to fight. But I don't.
And so I shall.
No. 3 fight.
Sometimes these days.
They did. It was just called 6 Fight 5U. Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you give it up. Alright. Well, we're done here in the Dugan Tag. The Zuck is always listening to you, Ahmad. No, but I think what you're getting now is worse. Lizard people. Well, my party split up differently. So Algrin is the last regular main member that you will get in your game. Obviously, people like Wynn, Morrigan, Zevron, Shale, the dog.
Care to partake of Ogren's
Liliana.
brew?
In fact, almost everybody you can kick out of your party or kill.
Ale, is it? And I hope it's brewed hygienically?
Of course. I may not know clean from a beggar's ass when it comes to most things, but I don't mess around with my ale.
Very well, let's have a taste.
Well, what do you think?
Very nice.
Ah, you like it? Well, I never...
Attractive amber color, nutty flavor, slightly sweet, just a hint of toastiness. There's some spice to it I'm finding hard to place.
Yes, yes?
Is it cloves?
Cloves! By the stone, you're a lady after my own heart. If I weren't buckled in this armor, I'd take you around the corner.
Take you around the corner.
Give me more ale.
Good job. Oh.
You hear about this son of Merrick? Some bastard from Redcliffe, yeah?
But Arlene's standing up for him, I'd say we should be.
I don't know why Arlene is complicated. I thought he would calm all this fighting down, not make everyone even more upset.
Maybe what?
So yeah, again, you can also do these all in any order you want. You don't have to do Orzammar last. You could do Orzammar first if you want Oghren sooner. You can do the Mage Tower last, first, second. Redcliffe first, second, third, fourth. Whichever way works for you, really. And that's the nice thing about this, is that it is so open for your choice. Put some clothes on, Alistair. I mean, I will admit I absolutely stripped him, but, you know. Have some shame, man.
Stop wasting time, Warden. I'm not here to chat.
Yes, you are. Well, anyway, I came here to sell.
You and your friends are formidable folk. I'm
You and
sure
your friends are formidable folk.
Okay, cool. Check Oghren. There we go. Now he's got his weapon back.
It speaks.
It speaks. Never mind. Nice to talk to you too, Shale, my man.
Yes.
Indeed.
We got into an encounter, like, barely going anywhere. Okay. Old Tigran.
As you say.
Greetings to you.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegra can get you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Thanks, Tigran. Ugh. She'll probably still cast that immediately on battle, but whatever. There it is. Meh, whatever.
Carrigan's Cross. I can't believe Harrowmont actually tracked this place down. This used to be one of the biggest crossroads in the old Empire. You could get anywhere from here.
Anywhere here.
Including Orton Tig.
What's so important?
It's the home of Caridin, the paragon who made the anvil. He was an Orton before he founded his own house. And even then, he spent most of his time in their Tig. Branka figured it was the best guess for where the anvil was located.
Did you know anything else about the
No
anvil?
one but Caridin ever really knew more than it had some kind of stone-blessed power. Every golem who ever ranged across the Empire was hammered on the steel of that anvil. But no one ever knew exactly how they were made. But Branka was sure she could find out.
You know where to go from here?
Branka dug up some maps of the ancient empire. It's a little tough to tell with so much of it collapsed now. But near as I can figure, we're on the right path to Orton Tig.
Oh, good. Great. Let's go.
I've been waiting for someone to say that for 2 sodding years.
For 2 sodding years.
Of course. All right. Delighted.
Well, look what we have here. A couple of Harriman's little lackeys. Let's show them who's king.
You're all so
I tried to be merciful. Defend yourself. The battle is finished.
The finisher animations are quite good.
All right.
They tell you what to wear in the chantry.
You have robes and such that you must wear.
And, so... robes? What else?
Well, sometimes there are vestments and ceremonial garments.
Right. And then...
Why are you so interested in this?
Ah, sod it. Under the robes.
Pants. No pants.
No pants.
What?
Stop stalling. Naked or not.
What difference does it make?
All right. Stonewall me. I'll find out one way or the other.
Right. Good luck with that.
Stonewall me, I'll find out one way or another. Oh, Grin. Reminds me of Brooks. That's enough for me to say. You'll either get it or you won't. Judging by what I know people watch, nobody will get it.
Another foe falling.
La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Woof. Do you see anything interesting, boy? An old helmet. Good job, boy. I did not know this, but having your dog in this area go dig up an item is the only way to complete the Diligent Knight set.
And so I shall.
Go get him, boy.
All right. Let's see.
Trap right ahead. Trap right ahead. Right away.
I never liked this part.
Right away.
Here comes trouble. I never liked this part. Let's make this quick.
Desire. Of course. Why do they bother? And so I shall. Of
Holy guacamole.
I never liked this part.
Oh, turducken.
Of course. Delighted.
You know, with the fact that we had both, you know, the main hero and Ogren fighting like 3 or 4 Genlocks down there, I'm shocked.
Alright.
That it took that long and they still hadn't even killed them all. It's just like, what the fuck?
Desire. Desire.
The fun thing is we somehow glitched the game and now it thinks we're still in a fight.
Direct me.
So that's fun.
Your orders?
Oh, our dog was the thing that had glitched it. Oh, that's why our dog is dead. And our dog won't come back until we find his resting body and go revive it. There you are. Lucien! My poor boy, Lucien. Well, R.I.P.
Light.
You should run while you can.
desire. And so I shall.
On my way.
As you desire.
Yeah, baby. Ba-da-da-boo, ba-da-da-boo-boo-boo.
And so I shall. All right. A fine blow.
Is that all you've got?
Finest carnage I've yet to see.
Be careful! I'll try to be merciful.
If I must.
That's on it is then.
I shall.
We've got a head in a bag.
Dismount yourself.
Piss on it.
I don't think that's how you handle it. I call these guys mini velociraptors.
Oh.
Be great if I could just like click on my mini map right here to say where I want to go, but whatever. Imagine navigating this without a mini map at all. if you disabled your map button and your mini map, and then you're just stuck like memorizing all the paths you have to go, and just hope you didn't backtrack. Crazy, wouldn't it be? Some people can do it. However, I'm an individual who, like, loves mini-maps to death. I love having them.
Delighted.
Delighted.
All right. Of course. Delight.
Time to get messy.
You forced our hands. I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes. Here comes trouble.
Nice.
Sure. Why not?
Pardon?
This looks like the right way out. Orton Tag. It won't be long now.
Orton Tag. Well, we're exploring, my good friend.
Trap right ahead. Right away.
Let's make this quick. I never liked this part.
No.
Look like.
No. That's still the correct way.
No more
No, no comma. No comma.
Why do they bother? Another creature ahead.
You like
Let's hand this. It is done.
Oh.
Delighted.
I'll try to be flexible.
right.
The drifters cache. Almost done with this place. I don't have an appropriate second weapon for you yet, so you're gonna borrow that for now. Oops. I canceled it.
Of course.
Good job. By the way, if you didn't find all the Drifters codexes, you couldn't open that. Just because the game hates you, you know? Stuff like that. The game's getting a bit laggy, so... Save here. Blah, blah, blah.
Sensing more darkspawn.
I'm a master warden! I don't know what I did, but...
I'll do it.
That right there explains exactly why. Oh, you're right. I can't do it that way. I forgot. There we go.
As you desire.
Ah. Ba-da-da. Ah, I hate it. Why can't you just let me do this the easy way? Oh well. We'll do it your way, I guess.
So, Wynn, how'd you know so bleeding much about ale? Have some tawdry tale of misspent youth to tell?
Nothing quite so interesting, my friend. The tranquil mages of the Circle just happen to be alchemical miracle workers, and they brew more than just potions. There was always a pitcher or two of fine ale at our supper table.
Well, bless my britches. Maybe when all this is done, I'll chat up one or two of them quiet mages.
Tranquil.
Tranquil, quiet, insipid. Same difference.
Tranquil, quiet, insipid, no difference. I think they start talking more just based upon if you have befriended them enough.
So can you surrender to a Darkspawn? Do they take prisoners?
I hear they eat you.
I heard they just got slaves. Take you underground and make you work.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes, it is good to have my sword at my side again. I call her Asala, the soul. My soul.
Asala.
She is forged from rare blue steel and has served me faithfully for many years. Yes, you understand what it is like to have a weapon that is part of you. Few others do.
He is a good boy. Lucian, your health keeps vanishing. Slowly regenning in camp.
If there's anything I can do for you, please. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the...
Let's see. So we've got duty there. Gloves of Diligence. Hold on, let's compare Ogren's. You know what? Let's give him the Diligence set. Get rid of that. Alright, let's go back to gifting people. Yep, all them apples. No. Win. None of those. Oh. Wait. Oh, do I not have the full set, or did I buy it? Hold on.
Something you need?
Hmm. Oh, we don't have the full effort set. Yet. We'll have it soon. Anyway. Alright. It's the diligence we don't have. I guess. Anyway.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift! That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed.
Stan likes the painting, I guess. Silver sword. You like that. You like that.
Unexpected. Thank you.
Is that for me?
No.
Oh, how dear of you.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Dear of you. Who wants just the regular totem? Stan.
Unexpected. Thank you.
What the fuck wants blue satin shoes? Liliana.
Oh, how dear of you.
Oh! How dear of you.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed. Oh. Oh, my hip. Oh, he didn't find anything interesting. Well, that's sad. Poor dog, he's probably so sad. He couldn't find anything. Wow, wow, wow. Now we're going to the Orton Tag.
By the tits of my ancestors. Orton Tig. I never thought I'd see this place in the flesh. I can see Bronca all over this place. She always took chips from the walls at regular intervals when she was in a new tunnel. Checked their composition. If she was still here, though, she'd have sentries out by now.
What can you tell me about these ruins?
This was Carradin's home, Tig. He was an Orton before he got raised to Paragon. Even stayed here when he could have had his own house. I guess he didn't want to move his people to Bunamar.
What's Bunamar?
The city of the dead. Carradin built it to honor the Legion of the Dead, but it was more like a sodding mausoleum than anything. Of course, that was all before he built the anvil. After that, he was the city's pet genius until he angered the king and fell into disfavor. No, there was a Tig here. The Orton Tig. Bunamar is north and west of here. But that's not important. Or at least I hope it isn't. The City of the Dead is known as the Dead Trenches since the Darkspawn conquered it. Much of the Legion was destroyed when the fortress fell. I don't know. This was always her goal. She figured if the anvil wasn't here, there would at least be some clue to point her to where it is.
What if everyone died?
Well, aren't you a sodding bright spot today? If everyone's dead, there'd be evidence of a major battle, wouldn't there? 300 or so dwarves don't just fade away.
What if they got it?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Here, I bought you a towel, a bar of soap, and a razor while we were at the market.
Aye? What is this for?
You wash with it.
I know what soap is, woman.
What
soap is this flimsy slip of metal?
It's a razor. You shave with it.
Shave? Any warrior worth his salt keeps his beard. That's what I keep telling Alistair.
It's matted. It has stale food stuck in it.
Oh, that's where that bit of herring got you. Anyway, it keeps my face
That's
warm.
where that herring
Doesn't
went.
have to be pretty. Besides, the ladies love it. Tickles them in all the right places if I wag my chin like this.
Oh, just take it. Take it.
Just take it.
Of course.
The ladies love it. Where you have an army and you're still losing to the army of spiders. Awkward.
rifle!
Desire.
Not where we came from.
Desire.
Okay. Now I need to find a new weapon for you, so you're gonna take this. You are gonna take this. Okay, so we got sweep that, and then dual striking. I'm actually gonna put dual striking up here, because that's a mode.
All this used to be part of the Dwarven Kingdom. This and more. I'm finally beginning to understand the scope of their loss.
Yeah.
There's nothing for you here. It's mine. I've claimed it.
Who are you? What are you doing down here?
You've come to take my claim. You city folk are all alike. Stone-blinded blunderfoots. Well, I found it first.
Bah, he's a bloody scavenger. Good as sodding gone.
Be gone, you! You'll bring the Dark Ones back, you will. They'll crunch your bones.
Word has it you could only survive down here by eating the Darkspawn dead.
Darkspawn blood is poison. Many have died from drinking it.
It burns when it goes down. It burns! It's my claim, not yours. Crunch your bones!
Crunch your bones!
Delighted.
I never liked this part.
How's the light stay on Go away! This is mine! Only I gets to plunder its riches!
Is this Bronca's campsite?
It's mine! I'm the one who found it! I drove out the crawlers! Now it's mine!
I'm not here to steal anything, I promise.
You won't take anything from Ruck? You won't take his shiny worms? Or pretty rocks?
If it's valuable, I might trade you for it.
Ruck not mind that, maybe.
Do you have anything to
Ruck
trade?
has some things from the camp. Sometimes the webs. You give him shiny coins, no?
Uh-huh. Shiny coins. Yes. Blighted Grey Warden Commander set. Whoa. Shield of the Legion. Nice. What are you currently using? I'll take that.
You are back? Not to take Ruck's claim, right? Not to steal from Ruck.
No.
No!
I think I met your mother. Is her name Filda?
No, Filda. No mother. No warm blanket and stew and pillow and soft words. Ruck doesn't deserve good memories. No.
Your mother misses you. She asked me to find you.
She did not know. Not what I did. I was very angry, and then someone was dead, and they wanted to send Ruck to the mines. If I went to the mines, she would know. Everyone would know. So I came here instead. Once you eat, once you takes in the darkness, you not miss the light so much. You know, do you not? Ruck sees. Yes, he sees the darkness inside you.
I am a Grey Warden, not the
Grey
same.
like the stone. Guardian against the darkness.
Yes. You have to tell your mother you're
No,
alive.
no, she cannot. She remembers a boy, a little boy with bright eyes and a hammer, and she cannot see this. Swear, promise, vow you won't tell.
Would you rather she think you're dead?
Yes, yes. Tell the mother Ruck is dead. He's dead, and his bones are rotting in the crawler's webs, and she should never look again.
I'll tell her you died bravely.
Yes, that's what Ruck is. Dead. Dead like bones that turn to dust when you touch them. How can Ruck serve you with thank yous? Here, take this.
How did you survive
When
here?
the Dark Ones were here, I kept to the shadows. They don't look in the shadows, not if you're quiet. Not if you eat their flesh. Then the Dark Ones think you're one of them. They leave you alone. But now they're gone.
Do you know where the Dark Ones went?
I think they went south. Far, far to the south. That is where the Dark Master calls them.
He's talking about the Archdemon, huh?
After the Dark Master awoke, he called his children and they all went. They wanted to go too and gaze upon his beauty.
Where's the Dark Master now? Do you know?
He stopped calling. I wish I could go see him, but Ruck is a coward.
But there are still giant spiders here,
The
correct?
crawlers, they used to eat the smallest dark ones. Now the crawlers go hungry.
When did you arrive
Too
here?
long ago. I must think. 5 years? 6? Ruck no longer remembers the smells and sights of the city. I will answer your questions.
Did you find anything unusual at this camp?
Bits of things, but only bits. The crawlers took almost everything. They take things of steel and things of paper. They take the shinies and the words.
The shinies and the
Paper
words.
That sounds like someone was taking notes. Do you think Bronca camped here?
They bring to the great nest, the nest they makes for the eggs. They puts the shinies inside, they do.
Okay.
Enjoy your tainted mud, you poor sodding duster.
It's not so
Poor
bad.
sodding duster.
The dark and the burning keeps Ruck warm. Warm like mother's arms.
Get away from me, you sodding freak! Look at him.
You
like a
sodding
pale
freak.
mudworm. He should have been sent to the mines. Instead, he chose this. I'd put him out of his misery.
He's nothing. Don't let him upset
Nothing.
you.
He's less than nothing. He's a... yeah, you're right. He's not worth it. Let's just go.
Then I have done what you wished. Ruck answered your questions.
Yes. You did fine.
Then you will go? You will leave Ruck to his claim?
Yes. Enjoy, Rock.
Looks like that bone picker is living in Bronca's old camp. Did you see the marks on the floor? There were a lot of people and fires there once. Those must be Bronca's papers he said were taken by the spiders. Nothing that fragile would be left from the tag.
Okay, we got the Horton records. This is Sunder. This will be a trap. Told you.
Yes. Of course. And so
I love how I always start sword and shield for these stupid warrior things, but I always end up going dual wielding at the end because I always regret not doing dual wielding because I like dual wielding more than sword and shield.
Come and get it! Make a preserve!
shall.
You have restored that which was cut asunder, and revealed my hiding place. Speak your intention. Seek you vengeance?
Or reward? No deals.
My deception was convenience, not cowardice. A fight you want. A fight you shall have.
Oh, he a big guy.
Make a preserver. Watch out!
Oh, you didn't even drop anything, you son of a bitch. Maybe I should have taken his reward.
So I shall. Of course. Desire. All right.
Battle it is.
Delighted.
Try to be merciful.
Delighted. All right.
Preserve us. I never liked this part.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, looks like that's everything over here.
Another creature ahead.
Here comes trouble! I never liked this problem. Let's make this quick. Watch out!
Yes! Hey now!
Battle it is then. You should run while you can.
And so I shall.
Yes, my friend?
Yes, my friend.
Come, let's have a move on.
This book looks like someone's journal. The cover is battered and torn, but intact. As you leaf through the desiccated pages, the text catches your eyes. We found evidence today that the anvil of the void was not built in the Ortenteig. We will go south to the dead trenches. The anvil is somewhere beyond. My soldiers tell me I am mad, that the dead trenches are crawling with darkspawn, that we will surely die before we the anvil, if we find it. I leave this here in case they're right. If I die in the trenches, perhaps someone can yet walk past my corpse and retrieve the anvil. For if it remains lost, so do we all. If I have not returned and Ogren yet lives, tell him, no, what I have to say should be for his ears alone. This is my farewell.
Bronco was thinking about me. I knew she still cared. Old softy.
Softer.
Looks like the dead trenches is our next stop then. They say the darkspawn nest there. Whole herds of them. But if that's where Bronco went, then that's where I'm going.
Nice. Easy. Nice, easy, peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. And we will continue going to a different tag next time. So, anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until the next time, everybody, stay funky, people.